BBC was gripped by a culture of reverence towards celebrities that allowed predators like Jimmy Savile and Stuart Hall to sexually abuse young people freely. The Smith report into the corporation said that an atmosphere of fear still exists today in the BBC. The conclusion that bosses were unaware of Savile's rapes and assaults has led to it being condemned as a whitewash. Among the report's key findings were senior staff at the BBC and corporation as a whole were not aware of Savile's behaviour. Some BBC floor staff were aware but regarded Savile's conduct as harmless good fun. And the report's list of the BBC's failings included the lack of an effective complaints and investigations process at the corporation. Dame Janet Smith has said that if some of the failings had been addressed by the BBC at the time, the abuse committed by Jimmy Savile and Stuart Hall could have been curtailed.
Both of these men use their fame and positions as BBC celebrities to abuse the vulnerable. They must be condemned for their monstrous behaviour. But the culture of the BBC certainly enabled both Savile and Stuart Hall to go undetected for decades. I have identified 5 occasions when the BBC missed an opportunity to uncover their misconduct. One witness told me that the talent were more valuable to the BBC than their own values. If these cultural factors had not existed, there would have been a real chance of Savile and Stuart Hall being discovered.
Rebecca Williams is here for us. This report has been a long time in the coming.
It has, and I think the key finding is certainly that some staff were aware of these allegations made about Savile, but of course senior management weren't, and that will come as a surprise to many people. Now, in this report today, 72 victims have been identified, the youngest just 8 years old. We're talking children, men and women, and the majority of people were abused during Top of the Pops when Savile was presenting that programme. Now, one of the victims has today spoken out. Hopefully we can get some footage up of her at the moment. This is Sylvia Edwards. You can see here, literally, the cameras are rolling and she is being groped by Jimmy Savile. She described that as a very uncomfortable experience and has today spoken to us and given her reaction to this report.
I think it's diabolical. That was just a waste of time. How could the BBC not have known? I've read a bit of the report and I think it's atrocious. How high do they have to be before they can actually say that they didn't know about it? As I said, if it had been one of their children, would they have still allowed it then?
Now, what's happening as far as Tony Blackburn is concerned? He tweeted, I think, last night saying he'd been sacked.
Yes, this all broke last night and came out this morning. Obviously, he's saying that they have parted company and he has gone on the defensive, really. He said that this all relates to some evidence that he gave this report. There's some sort of discrepancy. In 1971, there was an allegation made that Jimmy Savile and colleagues had seduced a young 15-year-old girl. That allegation was made by her mother and was then later retracted. Now, one of the colleagues was said to be Tony Blackburn. Now, we have heard that part of this evidence, there was some confusion because Tony Blackburn said that he was never interviewed by senior management at the BBC or a lawyer, and he says he has been sacked now. Now, Tony Blackburn has said that he is getting lawyers involved with this. He feels that the BBC have hung him out to dry. The Director General at the BBC has responded. Here's what he had to say earlier.
We've parted company because this is probably the most important inquiry into the culture of the BBC ever. A lot of people have given very honest and open accounts of what happened, or in some cases didn't happen. Survivors who've gone back and reliving things that are appalling. Dame Janet says that she rejects Tony Blackburn's evidence. I've got to take that seriously.
So the Director General not giving too much away there. I should say he held a press conference earlier on and he spoke directly into the camera lens. He apologised to the victims. In fact, he said he was deeply sorry for failing them and for Savile's grotesque abuse of power. Another thing picked up, of course, in this report was that whistleblowers didn't come forward because there is this terror and fear at the BBC, which apparently still exists. So changes are needed, it's said, and that's something that the corporation will certainly be looking into in the coming months and years.
OK, thank you. Time for a look at some of the day's other main stories now. A motorist has been saved from a burning vehicle after crashing into a motorway ramp in Texas. Officer John McGinley used his baton to smash the passenger window and, with help from passers-by, dragged the unresponsive motorist away from the smoking truck. The incident, which happened on Monday, was captured on the policeman's dash cam. The 29-year-old male driver received hospital treatment but was not seriously injured in the crash. Former EastEnders actress Rula Lenska has been charged with drink driving following an accident in which her car overturned. Her 3-year-old grandson was reportedly inside. The 68-year-old was arrested in West London on Monday evening, due to appear in court next month. Police in Manchester have released audio of a dramatic 999 call made by a 9-year-old girl after her mum collapsed at the wheel of her car. Lily Barber and her 6-year-old sister Eva directed police to their location off a busy motorway.
Hello? What motorway are you on?
I don't know. I can't see.
Do you know what area you're in?
I'm near Boothstown and Astley. I'm in between Boothstown and Astley. I've just come from Wigan. Yeah, I'm only passed out and she's only just breathing.
Right, okay.
I'm in the car by myself.
Right, okay. What's your name, sorry?
Lily Barber.
Willie Barber. How old are you, Willie?
I'm 9 years of age. Yeah.
What's your mum's name?
Claire Adele Barber.
Right, okay, not me second. How old's your mum?
Mummy. Huh?
How old's your mum?
40.
She's 40. Is she breathing?
Yeah, only just, but
Right.
she's really ill. She just passed out. We pulled over.
Okay.
She's alive. She's just really poorly.
Alright, I'm staying on the phone with you, okay?
I know CPR, but I'm not very good at it.
No, that's fine. As long as she's breathing, okay?
My mum, she's alive. She's alive. Right. Good. She's moving. She's just lay down.
Right, okay.
She's really poorly.
Right, okay, let me second. We're going to get people to come and help you, okay? And you say your little sister's in the car as well?
Yeah, she's right next to me. She's really upset. She's only 6.
Right, okay. Can you hear
I
the
think that's
sirens?
Yeah, they just drove past us, so I think they're turning round at the roundabout.
Yeah. Willie, are you with police now?
Hello, it's PC12825 here. I'm with these kids.
Alright, thank you. Bye.
Bye, bye.
Oh, sisters were presented with a top police bravery award, quite rightly. Their mum, who has a pre-existing medical condition, excuse me, has made a full recovery. Oh, tell me that didn't make your heart melt. Lily, what a lovely little girl she is. I know CPR, but I'm not very good at it, but she was prepared to give it a go. Bless her cotton socks.